Welcome to Designfusion's Solid Edge blog. This is the second part of a two-part series on basic motion. Here we will look at variable motors. There are three types of motors that you can define. The rotational motor command and the linear motor command were covered in part 1 of this blog series. In this part, we will look at the third type of motor, the variable table motor command. You can use the variable table motor command to simulate motion in an assembly by incrementing the variable associated with an angular or linear assembly relationship by a specified amount over a period of time. This allows for more complex motions than can be achieved using the linear motor command or the rotational motor command. Before you can define a variable table motor, a driving variable associated with an assembly relationship must already be defined in the variable table. Driven variables are not supported. When you launch the command, the variable table motor dialog appears. The first step is to define the controlling variable. You do this by selecting the variable table button on the dialog, which opens the variable table. You then select the desired variable from the table. Once the driving variable has been defined, the motor provides several other options for you to control, such as speed control, limit control, and direction control. The speed field determines the speed of the motor. The entered value must be greater than or equal to 0. Use the limit field to optionally define a limit to the movement. If a limit is added here, it can be used to limit the motion in the simulation timeline using the motor group properties dialog for the simulate motor command. Enter 0 to not limit the movement. You select the direction of the movement as either a positive or negative increment from the current position. Let's have a look at this in Solid Edge. We'll use this assembly to demonstrate the use of variable table motors. We'll create some motors to move the small block around the inside edges of the box. To do this, we first select the variable table motor command. On the variable table motor dialog, we'll select the icon beside the variable field, which opens the variable table. In this example, we want to select the V392 variable row. This adds this variable to the dialog. We can then define a speed of 20 millimeters per second and a limit of 930 millimeters. We want the direction to move in a positive direction. We can then close the variable table and click OK to the dialog. Notice that the variable table motor has been added to the motor collector on the Pathfinder. What we did here is we set up a motor to increase the variable used to define the fixed offset for the mate relationship between the small block and vertical wall of the box. This variable will increase in a positive direction by a value of 20 millimeters per second until it reaches a value of 930 millimeters. Let's simulate the motor to view the motion. We simulate the variable table motor the same way that we simulated the other motors shown in part 1 of this blog series. Notice that by increasing the mate fixed offset value, we can create this linear motion. We'll select the Select tool and click No when prompted to save the animation. We will now create 3 more variable table motors. In the second motor, we will increase the variable representing the mate offset between the small box and the top horizontal inside face of the box. To do this, we select the variable table command again. We then select the variable that we want to use in the motor. We then enter in the speed, the limit, and the direction. To complete the motor, we click OK. Next, we'll create a third motor to move the small box along the lower inside horizontal face. This will be identical to the first motor that we created, but we will set the direction to negative. Next, we'll create a fourth motor to move the small box along the inside vertical face and return it back to the original position. This will be identical to the second motor that we created, but we will set the direction to negative. We now have 4 variable table motors in the Pathfinder collector. Let's use the simulate command to simulate the 4 motors. When simulating the motors, you can manually adjust the motor's order in the editor. Just be careful of the order, as they may not appear in numerical order in the editor. Notice that we can just drag the motor output bars to position the correct sequence that we want. We then click play and notice that the small box moves around the inside of the large box. Remember that all we are doing here is increasing and then decreasing the size of the fixed offsets in two of the mate relationships. Want to learn more? Sign up to our customer portal at the website shown on this slide, where you have access to knowledge-based articles, tips and tricks, how-to articles, and much more. If you require additional support, you can contact our support team at support@designfusion.com or call us at 1-8772-151-883.